Welcome, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
To the 4 Laugh podcast.
25?
Wow.
25 episodes?
25 this year alone?
Uh-huh.
This year alone? Well, that deserves another applause.
That's right.
I think.
Oh, I don't even think... Hold on, I'm not sure.
Just the hard work of two working class men out here doing it good and doing it large. Am I right, folks?
Yeah? Sorry, I didn't have the... Should we roll the... I guess we could do the visuals. I don't know. Let's
roll
hear
the
that
appropriate intro
audio again.
Okay, please.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's go. All right.
Thank you.
Just
Sorry,
let
I
me,
don't...
please.
My
happened?
audio wasn't plugged into the program.
Am I missing something? What was wrong?
The audio for the intro. It didn't play.
Oh, did it not?
It didn't play in the system.
Oh, and the sister.
Yeah, so I got to give the people the cues.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'm glad you're looking out for the people. Well,
Of course, always.
please.
Please.
Well, this is what I say to the people out there. Are you ready for this one? Ready for this?
Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for joining us.
That was a weird...
Thank you so much for joining us.
That makes me scared that
So this was from
we
our
have like a shared brain parasite or something.
this is from our Uzair interview.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And when it happened live, I looked at you, but it wasn't until after the show I said, "Did you hear we said this at the exact same time?" And
Yeah.
you didn't pick up on it. And when I played it for you afterwards, you were like, "That's crazy." I mean,
Well, right
It is.
afterwards...
Thank you so much
for joining us.
so
we did
weird.
both say... we were like, oh, look at that.
Wow.
You had the wow.
Oh, is that me going? Is that me going and acknowledging the soundbite?
Yeah, I think you were a
Interesting.
little in the moment caught off, but we didn't really properly clock it until later.
I can't help.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, when you're doing a live interview, sometimes you got to keep the show on the rails.
We have to be on and keep you guys entertained. Well, in that vein, welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are here or if you are coming in later, that's fine. We welcome everyone.
It's
and
fine by
everything.
us.
Yeah, exactly. We're G's up in here. So if you are new here, don't forget to go ahead and like and subscribe. You won't miss an episode. It's real fun tuning in live, having a good old blast with us while we yap on a Saturday night. And if not, then come ahead and watch the VOD. That's all we ask. So, okay, we have a big show this evening.
Yes, we do. Well, yeah.
Do we?
I mean, kind of. It's been a slow news week, I guess. I guess it's a lot more of a personal episode in a sense, which notoriously do dog shit. So
I don't know. I mean, we've got a couple of news items up on the list here. It's been there's been a lot going on in like, I don't know, politics and like the Iran war just kicked up again, but you know, we don't really talk about that stuff.
the United Kingdom of Blighty.
Yeah. We
The
do have,
United Kingdom.
so later in the show we are going over to the UK to have a chat or to discuss what's going on with their political situation at the moment. They have a new prime minister, so I'll tell you who that is.
Yeah, okay.
Later in the show. Yeah, we'll learn all about the next PM of the UK. We also are going to be talking about Nigel Farage, who could also potentially be the next PM of the UK, depending on what political analysis you read. He is, he's in a bit of a fart storm of his own making. You know, one extra letter in his name, and it becomes Nigel Farage.
That's very true.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
So,
that is true. You know, I didn't actually think about it that
Yeah.
way until you said that.
am I right, folks?
I mean, he's not wrong.
There's no other way to look at it. So yeah, we're going to break down some of Nigel Farage's shenanigans that's going on at the moment. It is quite funny if you look into what he's up to. I guess we'll be talking about Toy Story again.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of
I-
put this up on the
I showed Dan Toy Story 2 for the first time.
right. Yeah, so says Connor.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
I showed Dad Toy Story 2 for the first time ever,
Okay.
and I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
What?
Well, I wanted to get your thoughts on it because we watched it last week, and you know, some fresh eyes on something is always lovely. The Office turned 25. That's the UK,
yes.
not the US. I wonder how many years after the UK Office was the US. That'll be a good thing to look up a little later. Because that should be coming up
It was
to
only
its...
like 4 years later, right? 2001, 2005.
Right, so their 20th anniversary should be coming up soon.
Now get the fuck out.
Yeah, literally. I don't care about that shit, but
Yeah.
I know people will.
What? I mean,
I got a bit of a deep dive
the
into that,
20th
I suppose.
anniversary of the US office, more like.
We've got to talk about this huge explosive diarrhea problem.
Well, as much as I hate to admit it, the US version is so much more popular, so much more loved. People think it's 10 times better, which is ridiculous. But
Okay.
it's a much more. I mean, some people don't even know there is a UK version.
True.
What is that?
That's you.
That's me? Did I stub my toe or something?
I don't know.
What
we were
is that?
filming and you just went.
Was that from 50% or this show?
That was from this show.
That was last week?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, boy.
Uh huh.
What was I on? There's nothing wrong with a push.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where you were on, man.
Now, I did say that. That I did say. Did I say there's nothing wrong with a bush?
Yeah, of course. You know,
There's nothing wrong with a bush? Hey, there is nothing wrong with
that's
a
a
bush.
good statement right there, if you ask me.
That's hilarious. I said that. There's nothing wrong with a bush.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I caught you, bro.
George Bush or...
Oh.
What?
Oh. Careful.
Black Ops 1 and 2 is out. It's not a
Yes.
remaster.
No. And it's pricey.
Yeah, so Dan wants
Or
to talk
it
about
will.
the price
It will be
and-
pricey. It's not pricey right now. We're going to get into all the Black Ops news, but it is
Yeah,
nice.
because I have a
Top
few things to say
line
about it as well.
is that it is nice. I'm happy that, I've been playing it the last few days. It's fun. For sure, it's fun.
Last few days, it came out yesterday.
It came out on Oh, yeah. That is yesterday.
Damn, Daniel.
Well, last 2 days, right? Yesterday and today. I don't know.
Yesterday.
I've been freaking it. I've been having fun.
Yeah.
Been going freak mode on it.
I have
and,
my own personal beef with this, and
Yeah,
we'll get
exactly.
into that.
We both have a lot to say, and I have a pretty weird story to show Connor. I don't want to. I'll just tease that it's a strange story involving an airplane that
Okay.
we're going to talk about later in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, no, short story, but a few twists and turns that you might.
Well, I'm keen for some twists and turns on Dan's airplane. Well, to be honest, I know you didn't go on an airplane in the last week.
Yeah, no, it's not about me.
It's not about you?
Not everything's about me.
Not everything's about you.
Most
Okay.
things are, but not everything.
I think that's about it, really. I mean, we're going to do some...
Oh, and then maybe we'll do some truth or drink if we have
Maybe.
time. Can you believe that?
Maybe.
if we have time with our action-packed show today.
just maybe. Okay.
Well, okay, no more
Okay.
wasting our sweet precious time.
That's true.
I want to start off. We're gonna go to Black Ops. We're gonna go back to 2011. Mm-hmm. When did these come out? 2010 and
2010 and 2012?
2012. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
So these new, well, they're not new, right? These games came out like nearly 15 years ago.
Right.
And
it's not a remaster.
And it's not a remaster. So Black Ops 1 and 2 are Call of Duty games. Famous shooter action franchise.
Famous shoot 'em ups.
Yeah, and you know what? We obviously try not to fit into like a stereotypical young adult male, but there are some things we indulge in, and
What?
video games, Call of Duty, like especially around that age of
What are
being a
you talking
teenager.
about?
Yeah, we did that.
It's
shit.
a bit of fun. If you're shooting zombies, they're
Exactly.
already dead. What are you going to do?
We shot up a whole lot of zombies.
Hell yeah.
And some civilians.
So, wow.
Let's not
So-
sugarcoat it about those games. We did some shit back then.
Yeah, no Russian.
Yeah, man.
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, let's not
Controversial.
wash our hands of all the sins. that-
Yeah. I'm annoyed.
Those missions had some gnarly shit.
I am annoyed at this because I, like 2 months ago, pulled out my Xbox 360 from under my bed. I blew the dust off it.
Oh yeah.
I plugged it in and I started playing Black Ops 1. I couldn't find my Black Ops 2 disc. I told us on the story. I went to EB Games in Australia, said we don't even have a copy of it in the store. I don't even think it will drop.
I don't even think it'll drop.
And then I had to like order it and it came in like a week. And I did all this shit. And then like a couple of weeks after I set it all up, it got announced that it was going to be coming to... It's not a what would you call it? Like the technical term?
I've heard it called a port.
A port.
Yeah.
Right. So they ported it over to
PS5.
PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox.
Well,
whatever
it
the
was
fuck
already
it's called.
on Xbox One because they have backwards compatibility.
Right, Hannah was telling me that from
Yeah.
work. She was telling me about that. She said I've been playing it for years.
We're here for a laugh.
Yeah, but the thing is, So one thing that people say a lot about the Black Ops online experience on Xbox, even on the newer consoles like Xbox One and newer, is that old Black Ops experience is really become like, in terms of the multiplayer, very modded. A lot of like cheaters, a lot of, even if they're not modding or cheating, they're just extremely like good at the game, and so the lobbies are usually like poorly matched, where it's like,
so this would have like a dedicated like server.
So this new one is
dedicated wham.
Yeah, I guess it's fresh servers, fresh multiplayer servers for Black Ops.
More
1
regular
and 2.
Joes are playing.
Look, I've been playing the last few days, and it's kind of cool because like going into multiplayer, you know, no one is like 10th prestige yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's on their first couple of levels and still working up their points and stuff.
Well, I wanted to say, and I've been listening back to the show recently. I listened back to the episodes we do to, like, you know, improve the show. And my God, I sound so negative. I hate how negative I sound on this show. But I will say this: I'm fucking pissed off because I went to the effort of setting up my 360, and then just for it to become available. Like, it's just I was like, until this week, I was every week bringing my 360 to Dan's house.
Yeah.
And this will be the first week I don't have to do that.
And we can still play the game.
Which was kind of handy, I'm not going to lie, because I had to bring like a whole other like bag with me.
I know.
Because it's you know, it's not like now, like it's quite a big sub. It has a big like brick, the Xbox 360. It's like so strange. And now I see everybody like playing Black Ops Zombies again, and I'm like, well, guys, I mean, what about
little old me?
Conor?
Conor.
I was playing that shit a few months ago, and before there was even a whiff of a port. A port.
Look, I gotta say, the port experience, it's very basic. Like,
oh no,
it's kind of no. I mean, nothing's missing. It's all there.
Oh dear.
As far as I can tell, there's like 1 or 2 multiplayer modes I think that are missing, but I tried out a few different things. It all felt...
Wait, there's stuff missing from multiplayer?
Like, I think it's to do with like a trophy progression thing. It's a specific game mode.
The same game.
I tried like a lot of different multiplayer. I looked at all the zombie stuff. It looked to me like everything was there. From what I can
Nuketown
tell.
Zombies there? Mm-hmm. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's DLC.
Because
man.
that I'm pretty sure was like, if you didn't get that shit with the game when you bought it in 2012, I'm pretty sure that like...
You just wanted the exclusivity, but...
I did want the exclusivity. I'm pretty sure Black Ops 3 was 2013. Let me check. Black Ops 2. I got a laptop right in front of me.
So, yeah, it was definitely runs well and it looks pretty good.
No, it's 2012. You're right.
Like, it's obviously going upon like a good foundation for a not even a remaster, but it's just like it's running on better hardware, right? It's running on the PS5, so it can look nice. It loads between the different menus like really fast. Like, that's nice.
How's the frame rate in the zombies? Because I think we were having an issue where we were getting quite high in rounds. And the frame rate, I know this might sound like an excuse, and maybe it is, but it did sound, it did feel, it felt like it was like it couldn't keep up with the amount of zombies that it was loading.
Just how good we are.
And how good we were.
Yeah, couldn't keep up
and with our guns going off. I just felt like it just couldn't compute it.
Yeah.
Have you recognized... By the way, that never normally happens on single player anyway, so I guess we won't really find out till tonight.
Yeah, I haven't done single player. I did some online, both on zombies and on multiplayer, and it honestly seemed really fun. And,
no, I meant zombies, like single player.
No, I know what you mean. I'm saying the only thing I can tell though was from my online experiences, which is obviously more of a network like issue than like the way the game's running. Everything I could tell though, it seemed really like good and smooth. We will have to, you know, test out the co-op and see how it handles, you know. But I think the PS5 is like a powerful console, so I don't see why.
It's nice to know that if like my thing was until like literally like a month ago before they announced this, if my 360 gets the red ring of death, I don't think I would ever be able to get those maps again.
Yeah.
Maybe, potentially. I mean, I could get a new one, but it would cost so much money to buy the DLCs again, and it would take forever to load. Like,
so this is where
it's good to know now that you have like a new option to, like, I have a PS4. I could get it on the PS4, but My mate Archie was telling me yesterday, he's like, I'll just download it on the PS4. And I was like, well, to be honest, like, I've already got it. Like, I don't... He was like, yeah, but we can play together. I'm like, that's
you don't
really,
really need
that's
it.
really sweet, but no, like, I don't want to buy all that shit again. I've got it. It works perfectly fine on my 360. The only map I don't have is Ascension.
Honestly, even I wasn't sure about picking it up because I know, like, I've got my Xbox in the cupboard back there, and I was like, if I really, wanted to put in the effort, I could just set that up. But I ended up getting it, because it's convenient to have it on the PS5 and stuff. So here we have the press release from Press Start Australia. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 just dropped on PlayStation with some huge launch discounts. So I find this to be a very interesting strategy, and I don't really like how they've done this, to be honest. So
You suck the money out of my ass.
yeah, I mean, the pricing is both reasonable and unreasonable. So let me show you and explain what I mean. So here it says both games are available now at launch for 30 Australian dollars. I don't know what the price is in like America and the UK per se. This is an Australian press outlet.
Well, it's basically double.
And then after a few months, so after August 7th, the price will go up to $48. So it's nearly half price.
So that's if you have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, and if
But that's only like $10 a month. So why don't you just get PlayStation Plus and then buy the game? It's like that would be cheaper.
Yes, it would, and that's what they're hoping, right? Is
Right.
that this release will help boost low
ratings.
there'll be players like you who don't have an active PlayStation Plus subscription. You go, well, if I want to buy both games, it's cheaper for me to just CONR pay for like 1 month of PS Plus, buy the discounted like game at that price. And then at least you have it. So $30 before the discount, like now, and then $48 afterwards. So that's per game. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm mistaking it here.
Well, the DLC as well.
The DLC will go up to $48. So the actual game starts at $30, and excuse me, not sure where that came from.
Nice.
Whew, I'm allergic to being price gouged. So $60 is how much the games will go up to after this discount.
$60 each.
So the games,
that's $120.
the games are going to double.
Yeah.
From right now, you pay $60 for both, then you'd pay $120 for both. The DLC currently is at $15.82. I don't know why that's so specific, but the DLC will go up to $48 after each for Black Ops 1 DLC separately, and then
so basically 50 times 2, so that's 100.
Yeah.
So what, $220 pretty much.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's like,
To get both games after this discount goes away.
considering the games have been out for so long, like that's literally like
These
a pretty
are
insane
like
price.
the Black Ops 2 is 14 years old.
Yeah, I know.
So what the
And
hell
then
are we doing?
16 for Black Ops 1.
And now you have to pay basically $105 for each game.
See,
It's
I don't
like-
know if I like that. That's like, for what basically? If you already got the game, you can now play a better online experience, and maybe zombies won't fucking lag as much when you get to high rounds, like me and Dan do, because we're that good.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it won't
And-
lag as much as it did before.
So another point on this is that this is how they get these headlines, right? Launches with a huge discount, but it's like it may be cheap now, and I guess they're going for like anyone who's like really interested will pick it up now. But there are going to be players who maybe like you, they have an Xbox 360, they go, I don't know if I feel like just yet. And then a few months from now, their Xbox 360 dies or something, and say, well, I want to play this game.
Yeah, and now it's like super expensive.
Oh god, I pressed the beer of the week button.
I don't know, and another thing I don't like, I know this is quite a hot topic.
Sorry,
but
that's for later.
But the idea as well, you can't buy like a physical copy of it anymore. Like even if like I thought maybe there would potentially be, and again this is before they announced they're not doing like physical discs much anymore.
It's now only digital.
Yeah, it's like that also is a bit like I have the physical disc that goes into my 360, and I ain't trying to play the moral high ground here, but unless Microsoft come into my house and snatch the disc off me, I now own that game forever.
Well, I believe they might be considering doing that. So
Yeah, they probably will. They'll send out all the Microsoft army.
Yeah, so I just think it's pretty outrageous pricing, especially when it's like so many people are going to buy this. Like, they could have just kept that low price. Do you know what I mean? I hate this idea of we'll put it out with a reasonable price.
Yeah, because that is, I think what you paid for it is a good price, and I think that's fair, and I think that's reasonable, considering it comes with all the DLC. But after that, is it 2 weeks you have to buy it?
I bought it, August 7th, so nearly a month, like
so nearly
3.5 weeks you have.
Yeah.
So I got them both, and both DLCs, I paid about just over $90. So that to me is more reasonable, to pay $90 and get 2 full games plus DLCs. That's more reasonable to me. I mean, hell, I would obviously be okay if it was lower than that.
Because the DLCs cost $15 currently on the Xbox and PlayStation Store for like 360 PS3.
Really? Okay.
They're $15. So
it's just more pricey because it's on newer consoles. Like, that's so
it's
dumb.
Well, that's per DLC. So it's cheaper for you.
Oh, you mean
$15 per DLC.
So in this case, you can only buy the season pass for all 3 DLCs. So there's 3 DLCs per game, right? Or 3 or 4.
4.
And with
you buy the whole 4
with the
one.
PS4 and PS5 releases, you can only buy the season pass.
Which I was a little bit worried about, because I was like, if they're going to charge for every individual map pack,
okay, I guess they didn't do that.
I'm glad, because that would be nasty.
But, you know, the idea of them putting the prices up to that point, and then when will they ever come down after that? Maybe after like 3 years, they put the prices down a little bit, and you're not even sure if they will.
It's just Call of Duty's in such a funny state where no one gives a fuck about the new games, so they just have to keep like porting.
And I want to be clear,
the old games.
It is fun to revisit these older games. Like, I'm enjoying my time with them, but I just don't like this approach of like how they're charging it. And
my life is like a video game.
And yeah, I mean, I'm going to enjoy the multiplayer experience. I'm going to enjoy playing with like the other players that are rediscovering it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't even really clap my hands when they didn't remaster it. They just ported it, which is fine. But then to charge so much for it, it's outrageous.
And then GTA comes around and Dan will be like, what's Black Ops?
Well, yeah, exactly. I got to play this game until my next obsession comes
That's
around.
some good, I like that. It's kind of like a
bit of a
Grand
GTA.
Theft Auto, loading screen.
Mission passed.
Yeah, what Black Ops?
Topic completed.
Yeah, topic completed.
All right. Well, do you want to move on to your favorite show of all time?
Yeah, well, it's not my favorite show of all time. My favorite comedy of all time. It'll be in my top 5, maybe top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I've watched it about, as I put in my wanky statement.
So this is your statement?
To socials. Yeah, I'll read that in a minute. You can bring that up in a sec. But yeah, it's been 25 years since the UK Office aired. Mm-hmm. And yes, as Dan put, probably quite well, actually. I do think that The Office UK is the greatest comedy put from pen to paper. And I actually just, before I realized it was 25th anniversary, I literally just rewatched it. So I probably started rewatching it at like a bad time. Here's what I do with The Office. When I have nothing to watch, I'll chuck on like a random episode, and I like it so much that I'll just start. I'm like, well, I might as well start from episode 1 again. So I just do that. It's only 14 episodes, so which is crazy because I think in the US version, it's like 150. Okay, that's Dan watching it. Yeah, haha, it's so funny. I just love this show, and whenever an anniversary comes up for something that you love, it's always cool when people put out things and stuff, like creatives and stuff. I will say I think it was a bit underwhelming for 25 years. I think, you know, it's like that's a quarter of a century.
It's a long time, and it
is a long time, and I felt like they would do more.
And in that time, it's done a lot. There's been a lot of adaptations.
It certainly made the money, so...
When you suck the money out of my ass!
I don't really know what happened, but I don't know if the BBC approached Ricky, but Ricky did his own top 25 Brent moments on YouTube. It was like an hour plus video, and I did watch it, and I don't like to associate much with Ricky these days because I don't like Ricky. I feel like, you know, when he's co-written a show like The Office, which is so like, it's so quick and sharp and funny, I think now that he's like kind of dropped to, whether you agree with this or not, I think the fact that he's like now dropped on to like doing like
using bloopers from
Sorry.
about like people who are like transgender and stuff like that. That seems to be like his only
Bits these days.
Bits these days, and I don't like that. And he did this whole like top 25 moments, and it was fine. But like the impression that I got from that whole video was that it was kind of like he was like patting his own back the whole time and acting like he was the only genius behind it. He seemed to only really have good things to say about Martin Freeman. Like, for some reason, he loves Martin Freeman so much. I like Martin Freeman, but like, he mentions him all the time, and I think they were like good buddies. But as you see on the screen here, Stephen Merchant was the co-creator, co-director, and co-writer. Now, this is generally, I think, very poor on Ricky's part, and I don't think anyone can disagree with this. In that hour-long plus video, he didn't mention Stephen Merchant one time. Not one time. And he did a ton of like press interviews, and he didn't mention him one time in that. Which leads me to believe in the press interviews, his team probably prepped him before and were like, please don't mention Stephen because he doesn't want to talk about it. I know their whole like falling out is like, it's really hard to get details on it, and I've been following this for a while. I do know that Stephen mentions Ricky every single time he talks about The Office, and Ricky, he doesn't mention Steven unless he's like, I've seen stuff in the past where people bring up Steven in interviews, but he never like talks about him. And I find that like really poor. I think, you know, like we're doing now, this is a creative process, and I don't see either of us like talking to someone about it and not mentioning the other person who's there.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so wanky.
So Steven put out this tweet in his celebration. And did you say there was a BBC produced special? Or
yeah,
something?
and I watched that as well. That was
Okay.
with Mackenzie Crook and Martin Freeman. That was like 45 minutes. And
Is
it
that
was
what this is
fine. No, so he wasn't in it either.
Okay, this was him talking at some other...
And they got...
This is him reminiscing on the show.
Yeah.
I'll play a second of it so
Yeah.
you get the idea.
thing, which the ambition for us was, let's make something which will be our favourite thing. All the writing on The Office was done sort of jointly. We would just sit in a room together and kind of, you know, spitball ideas.
Done jointly.
And, initially, it would be just talking about all the things that we'd experienced in offices, and then as the characters got more formed, then we'd often improvise a lot together. So one of the reasons Gareth has a sort of West Country accent is because I would often play him in the improvising sessions.
Yeah, okay, interesting. So this is... obviously, in that clip, he was pretty open. He didn't say Ricky by name, but he's obviously referring to Ricky when he says we and talks about, like, we came up with it this way.
It's funny as well because Ricky was in front of the camera for 90% of the show. That means that Steven was behind directing, and obviously you can give directing notes while being on screen, but like that show is so well directed, like it really is. And I have nothing but tons of respect for Steven, and yeah, it's a shame that like I don't know what really happened with like this whole 25 years celebration with the BBC. Like, it was really cool to see like Mackenzie and Martin together, and Lucy Davies, who played Dawn Tinsley, she called in through Zoom, which was really nice. And there was some really nice stories that were told, and there was a little bit more of a peek behind the curtain, but it wasn't necessarily like. But to be fair, they've been talking about it for 25 years, so there's not really much more you can say that hasn't been told. But I found the BBC one much better than Ricky's wanky ass fucking show.
So as maybe this came up on my timeline. So hang on, Ricky Gervais couldn't persuade anyone to commission a 25 years of The Office documentary, so he had to put together his own one on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
I guess that's like more speculation. This person says he presumably put it out for tender and wanted too much money. And he wanted too much money and control over it, so was forced to make and broadcast it himself.
Well, I was saying this to you, like, obviously, we love YouTube. We are YouTubers, and I have no issue with him doing the whole YouTube thing. Like, that is cool, and I think a step in the right direction. But as I was saying to you through text, the show wouldn't exist without the BBC. So I feel like maybe it was just, like, the polite thing to do. Yes, maybe not as many people would have watched it. But, I mean, it's not accessible in Australia. I had to put on my VPN and watch it on iPlayer, the BBC
Isn't it on BritBox?
for the
the
for
documentary.
for the 25
Yeah,
just
yeah.
reminiscing.
Of course, yeah.
It was like on iPlayer, so I had to use my VPN, which was like annoying. And I understand like less people would see it, but
Well, this is Ricky's YouTube channel, and he's so teenage boy coded in like the worst way. This is his next special, Ricky Gervais, legend. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
come
What
on.
are we doing here? So, I checked it out because I heard that it was on. Let's look at his last videos. A clip from his comedy program.
Nothing gets off limits.
The line that
Nothing.
broke Martin Freeman, like you said, Martin Freeman.
Yeah,
is
he
his
loves
favorite,
Martin
apparently.
Freeman. It's like his favorite guy.
Ricky Gervais's Alley Cat's first look. So a
Absolute
clip
wank.
from his new Netflix.
Shut up.
Tax
That's
write-off.
so dumb.
Is a show, when you see a show like this, you're like, is this actually a show or is it like a tax write-off for everyone involved? Like, I don't even know.
Ricky and Netflix, they're like peas in a pod.
And then we have, as you pointed out, or as you told us about, the 25 greatest David Brent moments. So I thought, when I saw this, I thought this was more like a, sometimes TV, YouTube channels will post like compilation
Sure, yeah.
clips.
Yeah.
And I thought that's what this was. And then
It pretty much is just that, except he gives a little bit of context.
yeah,
to the
so I
scene.
saw all the buzz and I was like, oh, this is like his, documentary, I guess, that he produced. He then also posted the outtakes a few days ago, and I'm not sure, do you know if these are new?
No, God no.
Yeah, so
you've seen them a
these
thousand times.
Okay, so, and he
Yeah.
must just have the rights to post it on
I
his YouTube channel.
suppose it's weird because when they kind of showed Ricky doing his thing on that BBC one they did with Mackenzie and Martin, and they had to like credit it as like a YouTube video.
Does this
just kind of
thumbnail looks like the most slop ass...
The Bible got it wrong.
This looks like a video someone would make about Ricky Gervais, but this is like on his YouTube channel. This is so weird.
Yeah, it's very strange.
So we have his teaser. He did a teaser.
Brent is back.
Ricky's best Brent moments.
Sort of.
Doing his cliche.
Yeah, everything's so hilarious.
Yeah, David Brent is back, sort of.
Sort
So
of.
we've got that lined up. So let's see how he opens this.
I've made a special show to commemorate 25-year anniversary of The Office.
I think you can play that.
Just me chatting about my memories of the show.
Except the
My
people I don't
favourite
want to
bits.
mention.
And
Yeah.
a whole lot more. No more than that. It's exactly that.
And it was. It was like pretty fucking boring, actually.
Begging for his job back was the first bit of serious
Oh no.
acting I'd ever done.
Okay, Ricky.
I'll turn this place around.
Oh my god, it's just so...
That was the first time I ever had to
Let's
actually.
be honest, Rick. You weren't wearing padding, were you? No, I wasn't. We'll say it then.
He's done this weird... Oh yeah, this...
He's so fucking angry. Sometimes as well, he's sort of surprised how good looking he is. It's like he goes, really? I'm this fucking sexy? Dunno.
There
Not
isn't much
sure.
difference between David Brent and Ricky,
Is
though.
that
That's
possible?
the thing. It's like when he's talking like
It's
this.
just fucking ludicrous.
Firstly, what the fuck are you talking about, Ricky? Good looking? Like, what do you... Like, I'm not being... trying to be mean, but that's not a part... Like, what is he talking about? That doesn't happen in the show.
Well, I think he was referring to the fact that David Brent thought that he was like a hunk. And
I guess, but again,
That's what I took
I
from
think
that.
that comment and just the general way he's looking at it, he's kind of morphed into his own version of David Brent. I
yeah,
think
he has.
when he played David Brent, that was a satire, right? That
Yeah.
was like him making fun of that kind of a person and putting them on display. But then I think he's just kind of embraced that persona a little bit too much, and now he's become a half, Frankenstein version of Ricky Gervais and David Brent all in one. Yeah, so these are the outtakes. I had these.
I've just been watching some of the amusing bloopers from the TV series The Office. That's when, during a take, one of the actors, me or one of the other actors,
Fucks up.
sort of laughs and,
Yeah, so this is
You know,
obviously
fucks up. Doesn't he say that? Because I've seen this like years ago.
mucks it up a little
Yeah.
bit. Do you want to see
Oh,
something
mucks
that
it
be
up,
fucked
right.
up?
There you go. They fucks up. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah, okay. So, I guess that's
Look,
fine. He produced the show. He has the right to post.
I hate to give Ricky Gervais credit, but his performance in that show is so good.
It's a good performance.
I think it's more than good. I generally think it's I think it's fucking great.
It's kind
I
of
love it. I can't get enough of that show, and I just wish it's like you used to be such a huge Louis C.K. fan, and it does suck when like these people that you love and are such inspirations to you just later become these like. I mean, Ricky is a hack and a seller. I think he probably admitted in like a joke. Oh yeah, in the first minute
Sell
of
out?
his
Yeah,
25.
enough money.
I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get adverts. But in the first like minute of him doing the 25-year celebration video, he's like, "I get to monetize it, so I make money." Like that's literally every one of his jokes is like just saying how rich he is.
Making money.
I love
You
money.
suck the money out of my ass.
I get to monetize it and
this where
make
he
money.
said it?
Yeah, it'll be like a
Hello,
minute.
and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've had this channel 20 years now, and I've done fuck all for it. Coincidentally, it's 25 years since The Office first aired. So I thought, oh, hold on.
That's a bit from the show.
Let's pick your 25 best Brent moments, Rick.
He's almost doing like a
Here they
Brent
are.
thing as well.
Me talking about them.
But you see,
He's doing like a
It's
Brent
not-
bit, and it's like lame.
it's not as entertaining when you're doing the Brent bit,
Yes,
because
exactly.
You're a fucking multi-millionaire
Yeah.
celebrity.
He lives in Slough.
Like David Brent, the joke inherent in the show is that he is constantly punished by like the universe for being the asshole that he is. Like he doesn't have a nice life. He's not rewarded by society.
I don't
For
think
all of
Brent's
his
an
shitty
asshole.
behavior.
I think he's like
No, I it's complicated. Of course,
it's complicated. He can be an asshole, but,
But
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying
that's
is
what he's
the show
trying
doesn't.
to be.
The show presents that he clearly does not get rewarded for
No
his behavior.
No.
Whereas
yeah,
Ricky
at all.
has
has
nothing-
been rewarded.
Yeah, exactly.
Very generously.
And he just continues to act like an asshole. It's like it doesn't we don't give you the benefit of the doubt, dude. Like we might give someone like Brent a bit of benefit of the doubt in some of the show because we see that his life is like pretty shit. But like
You are a
live,
sad, strange little man.
yeah, he is.
Briefly, showing you the clip. Monetizing it. At last.
It's not that
At last?
What's so funny? Like,
What do you mean at last? You've
he-
been making money from this show for the last 25 years. Like, I guess that's the joke.
And you
I
can
don't
obviously
know.
they ripped it obviously from the BBC YouTube channel because you can see there it has the BBC strong language and adult humor.
Which
so they
is
obviously
from their
ripped
YouTube
it.
channel.
They obviously ripped it from the channel,
Yeah, okay.
from
I
the
mean,
BBC channel.
Get right into Martin Freeman.
Yeah, there you go.
And he would tell me, and it's because every day on the way to filming, when we were doing The Office, I'd get a little text from Martin Freeman, and he would tell me
I'm mates with the guy who was the Hobbit.
the word or phrase or sentence that was going to give him trouble with corpsing. And
It was
on the
written that
day
well
we filmed this, I just
he
got
just
a
couldn't
text
get
that
through my
said,
script.
I prefer a flan.
That is a great.
And it really made me laugh, so I really relished it when I said it.
That is a great scene. I hate to say it, it is brilliant. Like it is brilliant.
Does it,
Yeah.
you know, again, he's joking about in this special, like, and I'm monetizing it. And is that the reason that he didn't participate in the BBC?
Right, let me get all the money from it.
Yeah, he's like, I
Yeah.
only want to participate if I can personally monetize it. Like, I'm not just going to appear for no price. Like, it's just so lame.
And they better pay me. If you want to just bring up the, and you can bring up the thing that I wrote. Sorry, if you were saying something more. You can...
No, so I just want to say that I think that it's complicated, and I totally understand why fans find it like really interesting to hear from the creator all these years later. I mean, yeah, there's interesting insights, and even if he's an asshole now, it doesn't mean that he can't still have like a valid perspective to provide about the making of the show. But yeah, I guess I can hold two thoughts at the same time. That like I think it's a really interesting cultural artifact, and I also think Ricky Gervais is an asshole now. Okay, this is your
facts. Well, on that note, this is the thing I wrote about the Office. So I posted this to my socials, and I didn't want to be some wanker making this massive statement. It wasn't even massive, but making this statement. But you know, it's 25 years. I thought I don't normally get to talk about the show on like my socials, and this felt like the right time. I didn't really know what I was going to say, and I got my hair done on. I got it toned on Thursday. And as I was waiting for the toner to seep into my roots, I thought, well, this is the perfect time to write it up.
Okay.
So I put this. Happy 25 years to The Office UK. I had to put The Office UK because I didn't want people on my socials. I think I was talking about the god-awful US Office. I didn't want them for 1 second to think that.
Can't have that.
This show is my holy bible of comedy. I must have rewatched it about 24 times. I had a few ideas that I'd love to bring to the screen one day, and this show has always been the pinnacle of my inspiration. The first time I ever watched it in full was in 2014, and afterwards I wrote a pilot episode for a TV show called House of Lodgers, which Dan was actually in. I don't even know if you remember that, but you were in it. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, that was the best part of it, if I recall.
You played a guy called Heath?
Heath. Nice.
I think I still have the script on my old laptop in a file somewhere. Needless to say, it was a rip-off of The Office UK and about 1% as funny. There's always next time. If you've never seen the show, it's only 14 episodes and I can't recommend it enough. A masterpiece in itself. I don't think I'll ever make something as good, but one can try. Wish me luck.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I thought that was short to the point. I was going to make a thing about how I reference it in everyday conversations and do quotes and no one ever picks up on them. I was going to say that, but I was like, no, keep it short, keep it sweet. And that, look, is, regardless of Ricky, that show really does just mean so much to me. And it really will be like a pinnacle of inspiration for me when eventually I want to do stuff. So
I think, if it will help, it's never good to rest the success of a creative property on one single individual. The Office doing so well was a combination of the people who were in the writing staff, the people who directed it, the actors like giving good performances, the just context that a show like that had not been done. And so when they were doing it, they were able to make it without being like influenced or copying anything else. Like they were able to do something totally original, which gives you that opportunity to make something that might be better than any one creator. And maybe to hammer this point home a little bit, this is Ricky Gervais's most recent YouTube upload. Where should we draw
the line in comedy?
25 years later.
Will we get copyright strike for this?
I hope I haven't offended anyone with any of the subject. No, I do. That's not the point. I don't try and offend. If I have offended anyone, and I'm sure I have, I don't apologise. No, I think you should. You have to be able to justify everything you do. And I also think that a comedian should take you to taboo places you haven't been before. Otherwise, you could do it yourself. There's enough anodyne comedy out there, just doing things, obvious stuff that doesn't make any difference at all. And there's this spate of comedians saying sorry when they go too far.
Does anything you say make a difference?
You know what's funny as well? I do know that even after The Office came out, Ricky would do stand-up, and it was notoriously people said that it's not his strong point. So even now,
he plowed ahead,
and I know they sell incredibly well, and his Netflix specials do incredibly well. But I do know people, even back in the day, during like his, I guess he's at like a new height now, but like at his like golden era, people were saying his stand-up isn't actually that good, and he should stick to TV writing, I guess.
You say you might not ever make anything as good as The Office. Hopefully you'll never make anything as bad as Ricky Gervais's stand-up.
Hey now.
But anyway, that's enough of the legend. Thank you, Ricky Gervais.
Thank you, Ricky. Shout out Stephen Merchant. Ricky, you're fine.
Yeah. Ricky the legend, Stephen Merchant the GOAT.
I do think Merchant's the GOAT, because everything that Ricky wrote after that I thought was a horrendous piece of shit. And one last thing I will say is I have been wanting to, for a long time, make a YouTube essay video on the UK Office, and with it turning 25, I've really got that itch. And I do really just want to compose my thoughts into one video, and it probably would be like an hour long, I think, because I want to talk about every episode.
How much you love it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But my point is, if I ever want to explain to someone why I love it so much, I can just link to the video. Got a spare hour?
Now that's just lazy, my friend.
What do you mean that's lazy?
Jesus, is this fucking necessary?
That'll be me when you try to.
Well, you know when
give me a YouTube link when I ask you.
got
your
a spare
opinion on
hour.
something.
Do you know when we spoke about Karl Stefanovic on the show a few weeks ago? My dad saw the thumbnail come up on his YouTube feed and he was like, well, what's your opinion on it then? And I was like, watch the fucking episode and find out. I was like, why do I need to tell you? The episode is right there. I mean, I didn't really talk much.
Money out of my ass.
I didn't really talk much in that segment, but do you want to do your Nigel thing before we go into Beer of the Week? Do you want to do that?
Do you want a Nige or the pilot story?
If we, I think maybe if you
in
do
the Beer of the Week, yeah,
if you do Nige, yeah, and then you can do your fine story in Beer of the Week, and then we can kind of we have Truth or Drink, and then Connor showed Dan Toy Story for the first time.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Dan has never seen Toy Story. It's just that genuinely blew my fucking tits off.
Okay, you need to stop. This is going too far.
Too far?
No.
Well, Dan was talking about Nige.
So Nigel Farage. Well, before we get to Nigel Farage, this is kind of this is like a two-pronged thing. So Andy Burnham is going to be
Barry Burnham,
the next UK Prime Minister. That has basically been established.
What are your thoughts on Andy?
On old Andy? Well,
on Andrew.
This is the guy. This is what he looks like. Pretty standard looking fella.
Oh, the schoolboy look.
Kind of looks like John Oliver a little bit.
One can dream.
Yeah, exactly. Breaking. Andy Burnham will officially be the next Prime Minister of the UK. So Keir Starmer was in. He basically became so unpopular that he had to announce his resignation. Andy Burnham is the only Labour MP who's putting himself forward to be the next Prime Minister, and basically the rest of the party said, you're all good. You can have it. And so he is going to be the next Prime Minister. He's not the Prime Minister yet.
Not yet.
It'll take like a few weeks, but it's essentially his spot. It just has to take time until he can.
It's still cooking.
It's still in the microwave, yeah. So who is Andy Burnham? Well,
I don't know.
He's kind of like, you can see his photo, regular looking guy. I mean, seems probably like going to be a pretty standard PM, not in a good way or a bad way, just, it is what it is. I guess the only difference is that it says here, Burnham identifies as a socialist associated with Labour's soft left. So I guess that's a bit more, I don't know, out there and interesting than some of the more recent prime ministers. At the end of the day, we'll see if he's really going to do anything all that much different, or if he's just going to fall into the trap of like all the recent British prime ministers where they end up resigning in disgrace. So
that kind of is
it's the job that no one wants at the moment.
Well, yeah, it's like that's like what happens every time.
Yeah. Good luck, Andy, I guess. I hope you can.
Good luck, Andy.
Not go the way of your predecessors.
Go knock it. No, go
knock it out of the park.
Go knock it out of the park, mate.
So he is from Manchester. He is a Northman.
I love the Red Devils.
He has been referred to, where is it? As the King of the North. The King in the North.
Game of Thrones type shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
The King of the North.
They should have it. I don't know why they don't have. That's such a great title. They should have it right there in his, in his Wikipedia. No. But basically, he has been pretty popular in Manchester and in the northern parts of British government. So he has been kind of crowned the King in the North in terms of his electoral popularity. Oh hell yeah!
Where's my crown?
We need some KSI help to get his ass, over the line. Sorry, I'm stuck on this fucking King in the North thing because I don't want to make a claim that's like not real. I swear it exists, guys.
I don't think we have any Game of Thrones sound bites. I was going to play some.
So he is going to apparently have a number 10 in Manchester. Which is kind of interesting.
Not a number 2. Wait, what?
Yeah, so there is a number
That's
10
impossible.
In London. Yeah, I know. What, number 10 too?
Number 10 too? Number 20?
Number 11? I don't know. So he's going to apparently make a number 10 in Manchester so that he can be close to his electorate. Because he represents Manchester and he has for a long time, since 2001, I was reading. And so he is like pretty popular in that area. I guess he considers them as like having given him his rise. So that guy's going to be the next prime minister. Now, the way that this will connect to Nigel, trust me, it's getting there. So the way that British politics works is that when you run in an area, anyone really can run. You just have to sign up, and a lot of the time people will run as like joke candidates, right? I mean, when we were kids, there was this guy who was like Buckethead or something. He was like a joke candidate, and he would run in elections. And the funny thing about these joke candidates is sometimes they run, and even though they do not very well, they stand like next to the person who did win. So sometimes you get these funny images. This was an image of the next Prime Minister of the UK standing next to two of his fellow candidates. So this is when he recently won his seat in Parliament. And these other two people...
Protect British wildlife.
Yeah, so because these other two people...
Hey, I can't disagree with that.
Were running in politics, running for the seat.
Buckethead.
When they had to... Well, so Buckethead was who this guy used to be. Now his persona...
Binhead?
Binface. Count
He looks
Bin.
like a bin, yeah.
He calls it Count Binface, yeah. So he used to be... I think a long time ago he had a different persona that was Buckethead. Now he's Binface. This person obviously dressed up as a fox and had Protect British Wildlife. They were obviously sending a message. But yeah, this guy who is the next prime minister, when he got announced as the winner of his seat, was standing next to a guy with a bin on his head and a fox. So I think that's kind of an interesting like quirk of British politics. And so now we get to Nigel Farage. Oh wait, no, sorry. Before we get to Nigel Farage, that guy that we just saw, Binface, was obviously at the announcement of Andy Burnham's victory. This was a reporter on Sky News, who kind of ran into Binface in like the post-game, report. This was posted by Binface, so...
oh my goodness. A man with a bin on his head.
This is democracy.
It's not the Tory candidate.
Yeah.
Looks like something out of Star Wars.
Boomer ass British guy.
Okay. Anyway, I better.
Talk to him,
no, I'm going to hand you back to. I'm going to
talk to him.
Oh, right. Okay.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah, go on then.
Talk to him.
Who are you?
My name. What kind of journalist is this? You don't know? Have a look.
I've got my list here.
Burnham.
No, I realise that. Oh, you're Count Binface, yeah?
There you go. You did go to journalism school. Excellent. Yes,
a long time ago.
I beg your pardon?
I said a long time ago.
Yeah.
You probably can't hear it.
I wouldn't have known.
Why are you standing in this election? Just a stunt?
It's A, because it's happening. B, I was at a loose end. C, because I believe elected mayors should serve out their terms before they're eligible to stand for Parliament.
Oh, you've made a sensible serious political point there.
Well, no, you're supposed to be impartial, mate. So let me carry on. I'm going to rephrase the traffic lights on Liverpool Road.
So, as you can see, he's kind of a... like I said, he's a joke candidate, right? He's doing this for... people have unmasked Binface. He's, like, played by a British comedian who... what's that show? Have I Got News for You or whatever? He's been on that show. He's done a lot of like BBC comedies and stuff. And Binface is kind of like it's like a satirical performance, I guess, that he's putting on. And he does it for the purpose of pointing out kind of the sometimes the absurdities of
like
British...
the Colbert Report?
Yeah, kind of, I guess. He's just kind of, making fun of the political system and trying to make people laugh. Some people say it's a little bit cringe because it's like, well, democracy is serious and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think it's just kind of a funny, entertainment project, I guess. Now we get to Nigel Farage. He is, like I said before, potentially the next Prime Minister. So as much as Andy Burnham is coming in now, Labour is still incredibly unpopular and have lost a lot of their political power. So Nigel runs the next biggest party, Reform, and there's been a lot of talk about his party running against Labour to try and get him as the Prime Minister, right? So it's a bit of a long story short, he got into a controversy recently where he accepted like $5 million of crypto from some billionaire that he didn't put into his financial disclosures. And he didn't get it. I don't think he got it when he was in Parliament, but it happened like right before he was in Parliament.
When you suck the money out of my ass.
Yeah, so a bit of a corruption scandal for our boy Nige. And he thought, okay, I'm going to do a political stunt. I got to set the record straight. So he resigned from politics. So he resigned his seat. However, it was a trick. It was a game.
Record scratch.
Yeah, it wasn't real, folks. Nigel was resigning so that he could immediately run again for his seat. So there's this thing where basically if a politician resigns, it triggers an immediate election to have to be held for the seat. So he was like, because they're doing investigations into him over the $5 million of crypto, he's like, I'm going to resign to, not have to deal with the investigations. And
kerfuffle.
Then I'm going to run in the election to be like, I'm the man of the people, I'm running against the unpopular Labour Party and all this other stuff. And so he put out this video. I won't play the whole thing, but...
Britain is broken and the public know it. And we need change.
Fuck this guy.
I mean, come on. That's such a funny, at least Trump had Make America Great Again. His is just, Britain is broken. It's all gone to shit. So Clacton is his constituency. That's where he's running. And he said 2 years ago we made history. That's when he won the last time. Now I am asking you to vote for me and do the same again. So keep in mind, this election was not scheduled. And the only reason it's happening is because he did this shenanigans with resigning. Right? So it's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of a waste of taxpayer money, right? To serve his ego. So his whole point of doing this was because he knows he's semi-popular in that area and he can win. So he was like, if I resign, Labour's going to have to run against me. I'm going to get all these rivals and I'm going to be able to say, see how they want to take me down. See how I'm the man of the people and I represent you. And, well, what ended up kind of going forward is that Labour will not stand any candidate in the election. That was soon followed by the Conservative Party and the Greens. No candidate is standing officially against him. And so the only candidate running is Count Binface because he runs in every election as a joke candidate. And
Binface versus Nigel Farage.
That is what is being set up, is Nigel Farage versing up.
What if Binface wins on a meme standpoint?
I'm not sure. I really don't know what would happen if that happened. So this is Binface himself. He said, Labour, Tories, Lib Dems or Greens, I demand you stand down in Clacton. I will be a unity candidate and pledge to build at least one affordable house. Nigel Farage says he wants the people versus the establishment, so be it. Leave him to me. So Binface is taking on the challenge. And look, at the end of the day, like you said, what happens if he actually wins? I don't think he's really prepared to be an actual representative. His whole shtick is that he's making fun of the system. And he gave an interview with BBC Breakfast. He said, my job is to demonstrate that British democracy is wonderful and unique in the entire cosmos. And he's got a whole storyline that he came from the planet Bin or whatever the fuck.
The 10 nominations, because, hey, look, there's no guarantee I'm standing for the election, as I'm sure you know. I'm game, but I have to get the signatures from 10 local inhabitants. Otherwise, this is a non-starter. And then, of course, I will tailor my manifesto to the local area as always. But most of my national policies will remain. Building at least one affordable house, nationalising Adele, bring back CFAX, and of course, moving the hand dryer in the gents' toilet in the Crown and Treaty pub Uxbridge to a more sensible position, because as you know, it's a national issue.
So he said before, nationalise Adele. That's one of his...
Adele?
Adele, yeah.
The Adele?
Yeah, the Adele. And then that's the thing. Actual BBC reporters have to talk to this guy, and I don't think they know how to handle it.
Policies didn't go down too well, did they, with the good people of Makerfield? I believe you got 95 votes at the recent by-election. So how are you hoping to do any better?
What a disgracefully scornful tone. How dare you? 95 actual votes.
I've never heard of this guy before. Why am I just seeing this?
Yes.
I've literally never seen this before.
I don't even know how he sees it.
Hey, I'd vote for bin face.
Does he have like eye holes? I mean, look.
Yeah, I think that's what this slit here is.
Yeah,
he's like Ned Kelly.
It's not a. Yeah, he does look like Ned Kelly. Yeah, it's not a very look. It's not a serious political movement. It's a joke. He's always been a joke candidate. I think it's kind of funny. I mean, I think like Nigel Farage has been such like a character, and he's really, I think, fucked around the public in a lot of ways. Like, you know, I think some people could say he makes certain people feel represented when they don't otherwise feel represented. But I also think he just does a lot of stunts and a lot of shenanigans that waste people's time and money. So, you said you'd vote for Bimface. Well, this is the Clacton residents in a Times Radio interview. Clacton residents react to Nigel Farage calling a by-election. So this is some people in the area that he's running.
Sure, why he's done it, you know, so, yeah.
But you'll be supporting him?
Oh, definitely.
The £5 million that he received and things like that, that was a gift. That was given to him in 2023, before he even become an MP.
You know, if you can't vote for who you want, Nigel Farage is going to get in again and thinks that everybody in Clacton's for him when it's not true, is it?
Yeah, I'd vote for Binface.
Tell me how you felt
I love it.
yesterday when you learnt that you're going to have a by-election.
Obviously, it was a bit of a shock, first of all, but again, he's trying to prove a point, and they seem to be picking on him at the moment.
Not really sure why he's done it, you know, so, yeah.
But you'll be supporting him?
Oh, definitely.
So he's got people that'll back him. I think it's probably still likely that he wins the seat. But I do also think it's hilarious that he wanted to have this big, grand, it's me versus the establishment. And then the only person you're running against is a guy in a bin costume, you know? That's kind of a...
That's kind of elite.
It's kind of the funniest, like, satirical portrayal of British politics you could have.
Would you say this?
Boy, you should have had to throw a party.
Because it's a party?
I mean...
The party of Binface? Does Binface have a party?
No, he's just an independent.
So not a party?
No? So, I mean, think about this.
An independent? Okay, go Binface.
I'll leave you with this. The people of Clacton are about to have an election where they're going to be faced between literal trash and Count Binface.
Ha! Okay.
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
Did you just think of that, or?
I thought of that earlier today.
Okay, that's good though. That's good. That's good.
Had to hear you.
I think that was actually very funny.
No, good.
Daniel Aid, ladies and gentlemen. Get another round of applause.
Thank you, folks.
Who we're very lucky to have on this show.
What a time to clock off.
I wouldn't want you on any other show. They're mine.
I'll be yours.
Am I Ricky Gervais? Because this is my show.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No Dan in the 25th reunion.
Who's Dan?
Yeah.
I don't recall there being a Dan.
Yeah, we filmed the show on a green screen, and people don't know my co-host was actually.
I don't recall there ever being a Dan, to be honest.
Yeah. I just remember hosting the show.
Dan is a great guy.
All right. Well, with all that being said,
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
We're very proud of you, Dan.
You know,
Thank you very much.
I will be okay.
A lot of Dan soundbites, not a lot of Conor soundbites.
Dan is a common name though. Conr.
I was watching.
Barely anyone knows how to bloody spell Conor. So
I've been watching Euphoria for the first time, and in season 3, Cassie, who's played by Sydney Sweeney, she has an OnlyFans, and she whispers into her mic the first name that she says is like she's doing OnlyFans, and there's like a narration by Zendaya, and she says, "Guys, the biggest request on the OnlyFans is for guys to hear Cassie say her name."
Interesting.
And the first one that she said was, "Conor, are you gonna punish me?" I thought we could get that soundbite.
That's a good soundbite. I like.
Conor, are you gonna punish me? And
That's innovative.
I was like, okay, interested, because maybe I'm crazy, but I actually Sydney Sweeney isn't really my cup of tea. I much prefer her sister in the show, Lexi, played by Judd Apatow's daughter.
Oh, is that supposed to be Cindy's sister? I didn't
Yes.
realize that.
Yeah, they're siblings in the show. I'm more of a Lexi fan, so Judd Apatow, if you're watching, Connor's up for it, I guess.
Well, I just saw that
there's nothing wrong with a push.
Margaret Qualley just dumped old Jackie.
Is that true though?
Antonoff, apparently. So.
Is that true though? Of Fun fame, Jack Antonoff.
Yeah.
Is that true though? I heard maybe that wasn't.
I mean, it's rumors, right?
She's terrific.
If you see Margaret Qualley in your DMs anytime soon, then we'll know that it's not.
I've just got married.
That'll be Jack.
Yeah.
I've just got married.
Yeah, sorry.
Well,
Jack.
he was still wearing the ring out and about.
Oof, that's tough. That's tough.
That's the thing with these marriages; they don't last long in Hollywood, do they? Because like they're both doing their own things. They probably don't even see each other.
Did Jack run out of like the substance?
Yeah, I think so. Well, wouldn't it be the other way around? Margot Qualley.
No, she's
Margaret Qualley, not Margot.
Jack
Margaret
needs
Qualley.
the substance more than she does.
She quickly danced on the old The Leftovers grave, didn't she? Once she got big.
Yeah.
Barely in series 3.
Barely even knew she was on HBO.
No, exactly.
All right. Well,
till a bigger project came up.
Welcome. Would you guys mind? I can't talk. If
I can't talk.
Do you guys mind if a white boy speaks a little Japanese right now?
Of course.
Because today we are drinking Kirin Hyuketsu.
Yeah, get it right.
I didn't practice that. Kirin Hyuketsu.
Yeah, that you didn't prepare for.
Let's see. Let me try that again. I got it here.
God damn, you got it.
Kirin Hyuketsu. Yeah. And got the strawberry flavor for us today.
So this is the one that Dan got last week. And I bought in...
I've had to hold my Japanese accent for days now. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, good.
Here we are. Strawberry. Strawberries. And, yeah. I'm keen. I like a good old strawberry. What
I'm
is it?
keen for this.
Vodka
Do you mind if I go
soda
on?
with natural strawberry juice. Yeah, go ahead.
Natural strawberry juice.
Yeah, none of that preservative.
Holy macaroni,
bullshit.
1.6%.
Yeah, I know. 6,
7%.
6%, 1.6 standard drinks. I just like, strawberries are nice. I feel like that's a nice taste. Do you have a favorite fruit taste for like a drink?
Strawberries. You know where that's from? And that taste. Strawberries.
What is that from?
Spider-Man 3. When Harry's talking about kissing MJ, and that taste. Strawberries.
Bet you've done that.
So I suppose some Maine. What's my favorite fruit?
Like flavoring. Like if a drink was to have a flavor, like strawberry.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Grape or...
Apple, I'd probably say.
Really? Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, I love a good cider.
Apple's nice. I like pineapple.
Pineapple's good. Apple
like?
juice is great. Orange juice is great. It's not a lot of orange drinks, isn't
Strawberry's good too.
Yeah, strawberry is great. Strawberry. When I was a kid, I used to eat strawberries that were going out of fashion.
See, that's nice. That's like really tasty.
That's lovely. And these aren't like very high in carbs, are they? They're like meant to be. Or maybe these ones
Yeah,
are.
man, those
There you go.
Japanese.
1.0 G sugar, 117 calories.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Japanese know what they're doing, brother. Look at that.
Boy,
Keep my
you
shit.
should have had a throw party.
Keep my shit safe and cheers.
I like the focus. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it does change.
Doing a
up bit.
promotion for the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks for Marvel for sponsoring this episode. Just kidding, folks.
So we got. Do you want to do your flying story, and then we'll do Toy Story?
Yes, please. So, wow, Connor, you went. When I saw this story, I was shocked.
Please tell me.
Have you ever been scared of flying on airplanes?
Yes. Please.
Well, have you ever thought about piloting an airplane?
No.
Really? You never even considered it?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
It takes fucking forever.
Well,
my sister used to date a pilot, and like I'm pretty sure like he's been doing it for like 10 years, and like
Not worth it.
he's still like doing his hours. He's still doing his training.
Oh God.
I think. Haven't seen him for a while.
They're always bringing in new things, I guess. Anyway, so this woman was learning how to be a pilot herself in Argentina, I believe. And we have an article that lays out what happened here. So we had a student pilot successfully landed a plane by herself after her instructor jumped to his death mid-flight.
Rip.
She said her instructor told her, "You know what to do," before leaping from the aircraft.
Wait, he died?
He died, yeah.
No parachute?
No.
No parati?
Not, obviously I don't want to... I only wanted to show this for the sort of humor of it all.
Yeah, is this funny, Dan? Or I don't know if I can laugh.
Unfortunately, I believe it was...
Not funny, in fact.
An actual attempt on the pilot's own life. That was
Did he survive?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he did. He jumped out of an airplane, bro.
Yeah, true, yeah.
I mean, you know.
Oh, God. Is this meant to be funny? I thought this was a funny thing.
It's just surprising. A 22-year-old pilot in Argentina was forced to land the plane she was training in after an instructor allegedly jumped midair to his death. Well, I'll show you this because there's also another question now of how innocent the student is.
We're covering some really horrible news out of Argentina. So there is a 22-year-old student pilot, and she was going up in the air in a Cessna with her flight instructor to do a training flight. So her flight instructor is a 42-year-old man. He's been teaching at this flight school for about 4 years. His name's Leandro Bertazzo. And so they're in the middle of this training flight, and he suddenly tells her, "You know what to do." He unbuckles his seatbelt, he opens a door, and he jumps out of the plane.
He was onto something big, all right.
Is this a horrible thing to witness? She has to recover and land the plane. So she has her license to fly the plane, but she doesn't have the number of flight hours that she would need to fly it all alone. So she does manage to, recover her wits about her after seeing this thing happen and safely land the plane on the ground. But the flight school tells us that when she got out of the plane, she was still in shock. She thought it was a joke what had happened. Of course, it was not a joke. Police recovered his body a few hours later, but that student is not choosing to identify herself at this time and not speaking publicly about the incident. Of course, the federal prosecutor's office in Argentina is investigating to find out just how this happened.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Kind of probably one of the craziest ways you could...
I thought this was a fun story.
It's more just a crazy story. What did I put in the doc? Crazy flying story. It
It sounded fun.
Well, it's kind of fun if you don't think about it too hard.
Because you're going on a plane soon. I thought maybe it would be a funny story about you trying to buy tickets or something.
I don't think my pilot is going to, in the middle of the flight.
No, but you got to understand.
You know what to do.
The reason why I left it to the end of the show because I thought it would be fun.
It's supposed to be more fun than I'm making it out.
Is it fun? I think
my question, and
it's a story about death.
Well, one has to wonder, and I believe this. I do believe her story.
You, for one, believe her.
I do believe her, but the police and the prosecutors, you have to ask all the questions. You have to make sure the story's straight.
Right. Well, there's a black box, so I'm pretty sure.
There's a possibility that she just threw his ass out of a plane.
There's a black box. Come on.
While it's flying. I mean, I know. I'm just saying.
There's a black box.
I'm just saying you have to investigate to find out what happened.
Jesus, Dan.
Check the damn black box.
Oh my God.
Also, that would be kind of a cursed soundbite too if the black box did.
Okay.
You know what to do. Okay. I mean, that would be a. That would be almost like a creepy internet soundbite. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I know that was a little. That was like intrusive thought territory. So thanks for going there with me. But we will move on.
Thanks for flying. Thanks for flying there with us.
Let's fly out of that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what to do.
Let's fly back to a less controversial topic. Dan never see. What's worse, Dan's jokes or Dan never seeing Toy Story 2 before?
I don't even know where you came up with this.
Just a laugh, just a bit of
this conspiracy.
Just a bit. I was writing it in the doc, and I was like, "How to annoy you?" And I was like, "Connor showed Dan Toy Story 2 for the first time."
For the first time.
Yeah,
I've seen Toy Story 2 before.
What are you talking about?
I was thinking about this when you put it in the doc that way. I don't know if anyone's ever sat me down and asked me to watch Toy Story 2 with them.
Yeah, I'm a bit weird like that, I guess.
That was the first time that happened to me.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Yeah, that was a bit. And it wasn't even planned. I didn't like. Well, right. I guess you didn't want to play zombies anymore, and then you made me watch this awful new Simpsons Disney Plus exclusive episode, which generally I thought was fucking trash.
I didn't make you watch shit. It's just it's the new Disney exclusive. I thought we should watch it.
Yeah, I'm glad we watched it, but it was dog shit. It was so bad. I mean, the last one was pretty good. They did. What was the last one they did?
with the 3 separate stories.
Yeah, that
right?
one was pretty cool. Like that. I mean, it wasn't like I ain't running home and saying how good
Not
it
a
is,
fan of the
but-
Disney Plus.
No, I am
Simpsons
normally.
specials.
I mean,
are
am
ya?
I really? There's one good one, I think. The Darren Brown one's pretty good. I like to vouch for the Simpsons. I think there's still some good stuff in there. But anyway, we finished that, and then I was like, "Well, do you want to watch Toy Story 2?" The thing is, you said on the show that night that it was only 70 minutes, and it was actually
it's more like
it was
85,
actually
90.
it was like 90 minutes.
Yeah. That was me seeing the runtime when you put on Toy Story at 1 a.m.
Yeah, it wasn't 1 a.m.
Oh, yeah? Well, good riddance, you loony.
It wasn't 1 a.m. It was like fucking 11:30.
No, I know. I'm just joshing.
1
but
a.m. This
it was-
fucking guy.
I will say it was a good movie to watch. It was definitely
Yeah, what are your
felt
thoughts
like a
on Toy
simpler
Story 2?
time. Like it was a good movie, but it also didn't feel like it had to be about like a massive plot. Like it was a very small, simple plot, but that worked. It worked. It is terrific.
Terrific.
It's sounds like a robot in that.
Calling our Prime Minister a robot, are you?
Yeah, well.
Is that what you got to say?
Oh, I thought I was under the impression this was a back and forth type of.
Sure, yeah, true, yeah. That's how podcasts work, actually. Is that me again? That doesn't sound like me.
Is he?
I don't remember doing that. Ow. I remember saying this. There's nothing wrong with a push.
Yeah, well, I whenever I close my eyes, I hear you say that.
I mean, I you know, my nephew was so excited the next day, Dan, when I told him that I showed you it for the first time. Nah, I didn't say that. I was like, me and Dan, I was like, what do you think? I was like, I watched something with Dan, I didn't show him the first time. That's obviously just a joke. I was like, you know, I showed Dan something last night. Guess what it is? He couldn't guess.
What?
You are a toy!
What are you talking about?
That was my nephew, yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
I was like, Toy Story, we watched it together.
I enjoyed watching it. It's definitely. What the most interesting thing I thought was that.
Cut the crap, you're a Toy Story hater.
No!
I was watching it and every 2 seconds he's like, he's picking holes in the plot. It's a fucking kids movie.
Oh, stop.
You
I
were.
wasn't- oh, please.
He was. We should have done a live commentary.
No, I very much enjoy Toy Story, the whole franchise.
Doesn't sound like it.
Well, I'll be honest.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes for Toy Story 2.
The continuous.
100%.
The continuous, like, it feels like slew of sequels, not just in Toy Story, but like across Hollywood and Pixar, has made me feel a bit exhausted with some of their properties. I think Toy Story 1 and 2 are definitely like very special to my heart and very, very interesting.
What about 3?
movies. I think 3 is great. I'm just saying that 3 is a good movie, but I was almost charmed by when we watched Toy Story 2 that it didn't have to be like a big story. It didn't have to be a big blockbuster. The graphics were good and still, frankly, impressive, but it didn't feel like they were doing anything like, oh, they're just showing off like how good the graphics are. I don't know. It was a good, fun, like, movie, and I guess what I'm saying is it feels like they don't make them like that anymore, all right?
Oh, yeah? Well, good riddance, you loony.
That was me leaving your house when you didn't like Toy Story 2.
Well, you keep saying I didn't like it. I did.
He was like shit on it the whole time. He was like,
stop.
There was there was like, oh, you were just picking up on little things. You're like, oh, Bullseye's running as fast as a fucking plane.
That is funny.
And you were like, oh, well, that's a bit unrealistic, isn't it? It's a
I
fucking
did not
kids
say
movie.
that. I just
You
said it was.
did say that.
Oh, please. I know that you can think
You're like, well,
of me a bit.
Bullseye's running pretty quick, isn't he, for a horse?
Well, in the first movie, the little toy car goes as fast as a moving truck, so it's not like. I know we're not in the realm of ultra realism.
Yeah, it's a kids movie.
I know, and they're good, fun kids movies. I
would say they're more than good. I think those 3 movies are like classic.
I think you.
What do you like? You always say it's just good. You know what do you think is like?
I can tell you how I think it was good.
What do you think's like the greatest movie ever made?
Orson Welles' Citizen Kane.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
Casablanca?
Casablanca? What? You'll be saying Gone with the Wind in a fucking second.
Yeah, Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I haven't been to a theater since the 30s. So.
Jesus Christ.
No, I think they're really great movies.
Now he's saying great, because, like, unless it's
I
Bill
think they are
Lawrence's
great
name
movies.
on it,
Oh,
it's not
stop.
great.
No, I think they are great movies. I'm glad you showed it to me. I kind of, in a way, it almost made me, and don't make me regret saying this, but it almost made me want to like work through the whole
you should.
franchise with you.
With me? Well, we shouldn't have started with the second one then, should we?
Well, then that was my second thought after I had that first thought. So,
we can, if you want.
I don't know if I want to. You asked me to watch it with you.
Right.
So...
Well, there was no plan. I didn't come here thinking I'll do it.
Was there a reason you chose the second one?
It's my favourite one.
It is. Okay, of the first three? Yeah.
Of everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Of all five.
Right. I think, I gotta say, the voice acting is incredible. I mean, the fact that you have like a lot of celebrity voice actors.
Yeah, well, good riddance, you loony.
Yeah, like Tom Hanks gives such a great performance.
It is great.
It would have been so easy for him to just phone it in of like, I'm the Forrest Gump guy, you know, but like...
Bit of a paycheck.
Shit,
with the first movie, you wouldn't even known if it was going to be big. Like, you wouldn't know, like...
Well, it was kind of one of the first of that kind of movie, right?
It was,
like, you didn't have like fully CGI movies at that time.
That doesn't always mean box office success, though, does it? Like, and I feel
Did Toy Story 2 do well at the box office?
They all did great.
Yeah, it did do well. Because I always remember Toy Story 2 as like feeling more of like a...
I think I had it on VHS.
More of like, not in a bad way, but like a straight TV release. Like it didn't feel like the second one got as big of a release as the
Budget
first one.
was 90 million, made 511 million.
500 million at the box office. That's good. That's very good.
First movie will probably be less, I would assume. I guess, but you got to understand that was before inflation.
Pre-inflation.
Wow. So the budget for the first movie was only 30 million and it made 401.
That's a decent return on investment, though.
I'm pretty sure the third movie made a billy.
Yeah, those
movies...
movies...
Because it had all the time to, like... Yeah, so the budget for the third movie was 200 million, it made 1.667 billion.
Wow, that is impressive.
And then the rest is... You don't need to hear the rest. The rest is history.
6-7.
Okay, I'll give them that. So now you need to now tell me, because I haven't seen 4. I mean, I've seen 4. I haven't seen 5. What is the comparison between something like 2 and 5? Like, where did they go wrong? Did they put in too many characters?
Well,
like,
if anything,
too many toys?
2 is almost like is the first part to the 5th movie in a sense. A lot of the stuff that's like in the second,
Jesse stuff, right?
All the stuff with Jesse is like in reference to the second movie. Where did it go wrong? I mean, I think just like abandoning like the part of the movie that I loved the most as a kid was when Buzz, Slinky, Potato Head, Rex, and who am I missing? Pork all went to go save Ham. Went to all go save Porky. Well, Evil Dr. Porkchop is what he's called in Andy's playtimes. When they went to go save Woody, that was always like my favorite shit. And those characters are like, they're so funny. And there's still other ones that stay in like Andy's room. I feel like you're missing that. They picked up so many side characters on the way, like Forky's in the 5th movie from the 4th one. And it's like, he does nothing to do. And it's like, so in the 6th one, is Lilypad going to have like 2 lines? It's so dumb.
Well, because in the 4th one, they had also like some celebrity cameos. Like there was the Keanu Reeves toy and like
Key and Peele
toys. Yeah, so it's like
who appear in the 5th movie but don't have any lines.
Don't say anything.
Don't say a single thing.
But then why even have them appear? Like that's what I mean. It feels
continuity, I suppose.
But it makes things feel very crowded.
It does. Yeah.
That's what I mean. What I was trying to say before. The second movie, I feel like, is a simpler plot, but I think that makes it a better movie. Like, it's
I agree.
not concerned with trying to needle all these threads. Like, it just has a story it wants to tell, and it goes for it.
It can't really be simple anymore because it's on its 5th movie, and it has to like
it has to tie in and link back and all this shit.
It has to be bombastic, and I think the biggest thing is that it just doesn't have time for the original characters. And I understand that Buzz and Woody's like arcs are kind of finished, but you are making these new movies, so can you just put them in it? They're barely in it. They're like side characters. And
yeah, they're supposed to be the main two.
I don't like that. That personally for me is like not why I watch Toy Story.
I mean, that's what the logo is, right? It's the two of them, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, and I love in the first movie that like it's such a great movie, and like they're for 75% of the movie in the first one, they don't like each other, and
yeah, I mean the literal logo of the franchise is a mixture of like Buzz and Woody.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the blue and the red.
Because the blue and yellow is kind of.
I will say this: it does blow my tits off that like I would go see Toy Story movies with my mum, and now my nephew's going to see them. Like the fact they're still going is, I mean, it is kind of nice to go see a Toy Story movie, but because I'm so into film and like box office numbers and stuff, and I get to maybe I get a little too into the idea of like these movies shouldn't exist, but.
It's a shame because
it's weird. I don't really know how to.
They
feel
are
about
sweet
it.
movies and they can be, but they've also. It's become such a big global franchise that it is a vehicle for making money. Like that is kind of the primary reason for it going forward. I don't know if you have much else to say. If I can leave you with a point
really.
on, Toy Story 2. When we were watching it, I realized that between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3 is the longest period of time there's been.
Was it 11 years?
Yeah, between movies. Because from 3 to 4 was like 9. From 4 to 5 is about 7. So the longest period of time when you didn't have a Toy Story movie was...
6, 7.
Yeah, between 2 and 3. And I do think, like, leaving it on that note that 2 leaves it on is probably the best, like, that we've left that universe and then had to come back. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess the end of 3 is sweet, but I'm just saying, like, that image of, like, at the end of 2, it's like, I feel like that leaves the franchise pure in a sense. Like, they've had a few little adventures. The rest, the other thing, it's like, you can then imagine the rest of the adventures that the toys went on. And then eventually it comes around to 3 and, things start to get, in my opinion, a little bit more...
commercialized?
A bit more commercialized, a bit more paint by numbers,
I don't actually disagree with that.
Yeah.
Even though I love 3, and I think 3 does leave it on the best note, and you got a heart of stone if you don't cry.
3 pulled together. Like 3 did come together in the end, and really I think was impressive. And honestly, 4 had some like parts that I enjoyed and I thought were impressive from a filmmaking standpoint. Like, I'm not saying there's no creative value in these movies, but they've definitely become a lot more of a commercial product as opposed to like a creative innovation.
Well, maybe this will make you feel a little bit better. So originally Toy Story 3, Disney wanted to do 3 and Pixar weren't too keen, and that's when they went and developed Disney's Circle 7, who was going to make Toy Story 3.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Pixar made Toy Story 3 to keep because they were going to
keep the rights.
And it's actually, I can send you a YouTube video. It's really cool. So the movie was going to be about Buzz malfunctioning and being mailed back. I think he goes to Tokyo. And yeah, you can see some of the
I've seen some images.
The animation was really different.
Well, because I heard that apparently Pixar didn't work with that company.
No.
To help them,
No.
so they had to like
Start from
recreate
scratch. Yeah, and
the
it
images for Buzz and all this.
Obviously, it looked different, but like it looks worse
because they weren't using the original character models.
It's all about money,
You sucked the
folks,
money out of my ass.
and let's make that clear because
Well, if
Disney were
anything-
going to go forward and make another movie
If
without
anything,
Pixar.
knowing that makes me respect Pixar a bit more because they're like, look, we were going to leave it at that. We were going to let it be, and it sounds like Disney essentially said, Toy Story is continuing whether you, Pixar, are on board or not. And
they obviously love those characters.
I respect their decision to say, you know what, if this story is going to continue, we are going to be at the helm telling these stories. Maybe John Lasseter shouldn't be at the helm, but that's a bit of a different...
no, you're not wrong.
That's a bit of a different story for another day. But
I do
Pixar, think handled
the way that is the story and the way that 3 ended up. I think you can't deny that is like, if anything, like nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because you don't normally get a trilogy of movies that are so
satisfying,
all well loved and so well made, and people some people would say 3's my favorite, some people would say 2 or 1, but
Yeah, totally.
like the idea that like there can be a movie that the third movie that people always say
That is
Terminator
still in
Judgment Day is
contention.
better than Terminator.
Yeah.
And it's similar with Toy Story 2, but Terminator
Godfather
3
2, yeah.
Terminator 3 Godfather Part 3 weren't good.
yeah.
But you
true,
have
true.
Toy Story 3, which is
actually pulled through.
I
yeah.
do remember as a kid going to see Toy Story 3 and being like, oh, they're making 3 of these now?
Even like the original Star Wars trilogy and the Indiana Jones trilogy, the third movies of those is considered to not really be the best.
Last Crusade.
Yeah.
It was always my least favorite.
Toy Story pulled it off.
What was the
I'll,
other one
I'll
you
give
said?
them that. Star Wars, the original Star Wars trilogy.
Oh, yeah, Return of the Jedi is the worst of the
I don't
AT.
think that's the. Yeah, I think that's the worst of
It is the worst of the AT,
trilogy.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'll give Toy Story this, that they pulled off a good threequel.
What about Rise of Skywalker?
Oh, my favorite movie of all time.
I think I've watched that movie like twice.
Yeah, I think I watched. Yeah, no, I think I've only watched it the one time in cinema.
It's so bad.
I don't think I ever rewatched
It's
that shit.
terrible. I think I watched it. I don't think I got through. I mean, I got halfway through on my rewatch. I did all the movies again. Like,
I guess yeah. If you had told me that Toy Story would end up having more rewatchability than Star Wars, I would have been surprised as a kid.
What?
yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, Toy Story 2 is very inspired by Star Wars. It does the I Am Your Father.
Zurg,
in the first like scene with Buzz in the video game, it plays like the laser shooter. It does the Darth Vader breathing noise.
Yeah.
It has a little eye stalk coming out like it does in Return of the Jedi at Jabba's palace. Like,
yeah.
there's tons of references.
That opening, I will. Okay, last thing I'll say about Toy
Yeah,
Story
if we can talk about Toy Story forever.
What are you talking about?
The scene that really stuck with me, that when we rewatched it, like as a kid, I mind blown at the opening scene with Buzz, where he like does his laser and it like ricochets off everyone, and
Buzz dies.
Yeah. Then Buzz gets
Those
like,
movies
blown
got
apart.
like, yeah, it's just his legs and his corpse drops.
That whole opening
I don't think they
sequence
could do that anymore.
completely blew me away as a kid. So that was nice to read.
Yeah, there's a line where Woody goes to save Wheezy in the yard sale, and Rex is like, "It's not suicide.
yeah.
It's not a suicide mission."
When they said that, we both were like, "Wow, you couldn't say that in a kid's
Yeah,
movie today."
it's not suicide. That's the shit we grew up on, and we turned out all right. Am I right, folks?
And there's definitely some they
we
joke
turned out
about
all right.
Mrs. Potato Head jokes about Miss Potato Head like cheating on her or something. Like there's some
and
stuff in there that's funny.
Al from Al's Toy Barn, he like wakes up and being so he's like, "No, officer, I swear." What's going on there, Al? What's going on?
Oh gosh. Well, you know what? Thanks for hosting a good old show with your pal Connie.
Of course.
I'm always happy to be here.
Where's my Samson and Sons?
Doing
There
a
it is.
show with you, my friend.
We have a good one, don't we?
Hey!
Sit on it.
Well, thanks for stopping by, folks out there.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for g'day there, Darth Vader.
It's been a pleasure to be your host this evening, and
Haven't been talking to the cops, have you, mate?
What?
Okay, I'll stop. You need to stop me, Dad.
All
Good
right.
day there, Darth Vader.
All right, you got any last words for the audience out
You haven't
there?
been talking to the cops, have you, mate?
Oh God,
You haven't been talking to the Jedi,
Condescending.
have you, mate? You know that bit? Have you heard that before?
God,
You haven't been
I
talking
do.
to the
Yeah,
Jedi,
Ben
have you,
Mendelsohn
mate? Yeah.
and Star Wars.
You haven't been talking to the Jedi, have you, mate?
Get out.
You're gonna stop me. Somebody stop me.
All right, what do you want to? What are we playing?
Well, I mean,
see,
you know, I am kind of rubbing my hands together with that PhD flopper.
That was you just then.
I don't remember that. I can't.
You just did it there.
I don't. And you can keep playing it all you like. I have no issues with that. Don't let this stop you. But I kind of don't like it. I didn't save it to my soundboard, but you can keep it. I don't know.
No.
The whole idea of getting PhD flopper on Ascension, kind of.
Before earlier today, I played Call of the Dead, and I got PhD flopper on.
Of course, you can play Call of the Dead. I don't know that kind of gets the blood flowing downstairs. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of doing the PhD on Ascension, which I haven't done in years. So
I respect that. Well, look, shit. I mean, I'm looking forward, man.
But yeah, I think you know what I say, Dan. I'm gonna let you. I'll say this.
All of the above.
Yep. Good.
I was going to say I'll let you decide when I saw this soundbite.
All of the above.
Amazing.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, and I fucking love this show. I love Dan. I love you. I love everything.
Oh, all right. Well, roll outro. Thanks for the kind words.
That's what zombies sound like on.
I did a zombie soundbite by mistake. Right. We love you, folks. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye bye.
What are you talking about? When you suck the money out of my ass.
Thank you so much for joining us. There's nothing wrong with a push.
You are a sad, strange little man.